on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
A handoff to Mixon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert from 8 yards out. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
It's been good to see Tyler Eifert regaining his form as one of the best red zone tight ends in the league. Remember 2015? Led all NFL tight ends with 13 touchdowns. Injuries have kept him to just 10 games the last 2 years. But when Tyler Eifert's healthy and he's in the red zone, look out.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, they pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And they've got it here with a first down. Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw on the crossing route, complete. That's Daniels. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
They'll give it to him up the middle. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Brissett now. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the 2nd quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot, because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And out now, here come the Bengals. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now the first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
First toss of the game here for the backup Barkley. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Bernard. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They go play action here on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run here with Bernard. And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Giovanni Bernard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now Barkley. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, 29 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here we go. Red 38.
They'll run it here with Wilkins. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
On the bootleg, it's Brissett. Throw left side complete. It's Wilkins. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Brissett throwing to his running back, and he's got him complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner,
trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a carry for Bernard. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Here's Barkley. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
We'll see how they attack him here. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop. Brissett now on 2nd down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Brissett sets to throw it. And he'll find the open man on the right side. It's Kane. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Brissett again. And Daniels has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Brissett now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Let's go. 1-9.
Now a play fake here on first down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up this weekend in the NFL.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, here's Bernard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Bernard. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, They almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Toss play to Bernard. Oh, twisting away. Room to run inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Now let's go. Green, 39.
On the toss, Bernard. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And it's caught inside the 5. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
Flush to his right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 25 yards out. And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 47 yards. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Come on, let's go. What?
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Come on, let's go.
Again, it's Brissett. And this is going to be incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on third downs, and it's costing him.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So they pulled a little rabbit out of their hat, nearly for 6, almost got the fake into the end zone. Either way, they're set up really nicely.
So we all fell for the illusion, didn't we? Did they saw someone in half on stage? I mean, that was something right there. We fell for the fake in a big way, as did the defense. And look what it turned into, a monster play. And now they're set up inside the 5-yard line.
Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet.
Oh, this is blocked. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And heading back out there, Giovanni Bernard getting ready to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone.
Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's Brissett, and that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gained?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
The Colts on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go! Red 38!
Out of the gun, Brissett. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Brissett now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go! Red 38! Hey!
First down, Brissett. It's complete. Deion Kane working the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now it's Hines. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Here we go! Red 38!
A second down throw for Brissett. Ebron caught left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go!
From the gun, here's Brissett. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's 3rd down, 101. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, that field goal block pretty much sums up the day for them, doesn't it?
Boy, it really does. What's the word we often use? Symptomatic. It's just been a sign of how this one's gone.
Give a lot of credit to the guys who got in and blocked the kick. They've had the advantage all game, and they continue to press it.
319! 319!
They'll start the drive with a give to Walton. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Leopard! Detroit!
Back to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
That's how we do it!
Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
They'll look to throw here. And Tate's got it. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Here's Kevin Huber now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Brissett on first down. And Daniels has it left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Let's go!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing for Sam, and he comes back with one complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
A first down throw for Brissett. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Here we go! White 90! White 90!
This is Hines. So quick, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
This time, the extra point up and good, and that will get him one closer. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays, and it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Leopard! Leopard! Leopard!
Now Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Leopard! Leopard!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run again with Bernard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now the Bengals on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go! 3-19!
Here's Barkley. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They run with Hines, and he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed him off with that run.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Over the middle, complete. That's Kane. Now the ball comes loose, and the Bengals have recovered it.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And they'll go on the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Green, 39.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengals defense getting ready to go again. Forced the fumble last time, up on the scoreboard, things going their way.
Things are rocking easy now, and they feel good about themselves, confident, taking the ball away in the last possession. They're going to try and do it again.
So let me ask you, can you be playing free and that can be good, or it can also become bad, right?
I like the way you put it. You're exactly right. It can work both ways. Sometimes you get too loose and give up big plays and not handle your responsibilities. But oftentimes when you're playing free and easy and locked in, as they are today, you see the end result.
Out of the flat, that's complete to his running back. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part, because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Walton, and he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
41's coming. 41's the mic.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. Boy, going for it at this stage in the second half, back in the shadow of your own goalpost. Explanation, please, Mr. Davis.
I'm not sure I'm going to give you a great one, but here's a thought that I had. I wonder if maybe instead of going for it with your offense and announcing your intentions, that maybe you run out your special teams and fake it. Because even though teams say, hey, we plan for the fake all the time, I know from experience, you look at the situation, there's no way they're going to fake it here. They probably had a better chance if they tried it that way.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Brissett now on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Colts on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Brad 38.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that will be incomplete as well. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the ref makes a call, no touchdown there, wipe it off the board. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
Green 39.
They go back to Walton. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside. and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now, Bengals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
4 down, 4 down. Check, check.
Looking to throw. And that's complete to Croft. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving.